Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Rygos Poppin. Welcome back to Rise Horror Movie Reviews. And our first for 2024. So, what movie am I reviewing on, you may ask? And, well, I've been getting a lot of votes, and you want me to review this the 2014 movie Tusk, written and directed by Kevin Smith. This dude gave us a lot of good movies, like Clerks, Mallrats, hell, even the Jay and Silent Bob films. So, it's no surprise that Kevin Smith would dip his toe into horror or this movie. Now, right off the bat, I'm going to give you a bit of a content warning on what this movie is about. Because Tusk is a very graphic body horror movie that depicts a man that turns a podcaster into a human walrus. This movie is often described as the human centipede, but with a walrus. The movie stars Justin Long in his third horror movie outing, following Jeepers Creepers and Drag Me to Hell, and Haley Joel Osment, in which I know all of you know as the voice of Zora, but he actually had his role in horror before in 1999 in The Sixth Sense. Anyways, on with the movie review. The movie opens up with two podcasters played by Long and Osmond. They found a video about they were given a video about a kid dubbed Kill Bill Kid, a parody of Star Wars Kid. Remember that guy? However, the Kill Bill Kid accidentally severed his own leg. Yeah, and yes, that katana is real, not fake. So, wasting no time, Wallace Brighton, played by Justin Long, well known for his roles in Jeepers Creepers and Drag Me to Hell, and recent hits like Barbarian and It's a Wonderful Knife. So Wallace wastes no time flying over to Canada, but when he arrived to conduct the interview, it was too late. The Kill Bill Kid has died. So not wanting to waste his trip, Wallace tried again looking for another one, so he came across a sea marine, an old sea marine. So, wasting no time, he went to a convenience store to get some sort of slushy or soda. And the clerks are played by Harley Quinn Smith, Kevin Smith's daughter, and the other is played by Johnny Depp's daughter. So by the time Wallace arrived at the house owned by the sea marine, so the sea marine is played by the late Michael Parks. Michael's other roles include other films such as From Dusk Till Dawn and of course Planet Terror and Kill Bill. So yeah, Michael Parks is not only a collaborator with Kevin Smith, but he's also a collaborator with Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino. Best known appearing in other horror films such as From Dusk Till Dawn and Planet Terror, evenly Death Proof, I think. Yeah, I need to look it up. But it's kind of sad to know that Michael Parks died in 2017, along with filmmakers George A. Romero and Toby Hooper. Anyways, back to this movie. So after they're placing some sort of a knockout. After knocking out Wallace with some drugs, Wallace woke up and shocked that his leg was cut off. So Howard, the sea marine, has been making up some lies by saying that a spider bit him, so he cut off his leg. But Wallace didn't buy it. So after making up a lot of lies and revealing to be walking, Wallace was left shocked. And I mean, like, shocked beyond Adam Stanheight shock. So after knocking him out and surgically attaching his arms to his body, and, well, putting him into a walrus suit, Wallace Brighton became a human walrus. It's so shocking! I would believe that. But Howard actually telling that this was an attempt to recreate a walrus that saved his life, Mr. Tusk. But after killing Mr. Tusk to survive, Howard decided to keep Wallace as a prisoner, having him learn to swim and, of course, eating fish. However, after ignoring all the messages, this finally got concerned for Allie and Teddy, so they raced over to Canada at once. Once they arrived in Canada, the police also were looking for Howard. So he turned to a police detective named Guy, played by Johnny Depp, and is yet another horror movie veteran. Johnny Depp has also appeared in other films like A Nightmare on Elm Street, Sleepy Hollow, and The Ninth Gate. This dude has a very good track record, I should say so myself. Since he's basically a pirate captain, yarg! Anyways, enough of that. So when the time comes, when Howard Howell decided to don his own walrus suit, he actually challenged Wallace to a fight, in which this is by far one of the best scenes I've ever seen, despite its nature. So when they arrive at Howard's house and hearing Wallace's cry, Teddy and Allie barged in and seeing all the carnage, they finally realized that they were too late. So after knowing that time is up, Howard was ready to kill Wallace, but Wallace was able to stop him first by slamming his tusk onto his foot, not like what you see in Human Centipede. So, but unlike that one, at least Wallace finally gets to live. But 1 year later, Teddy and Allie visit Wallace, still as a walrus, by giving him fish, and there's no need for him to hide. In which the ending's just sad. So technically, they left and Wallace cried, implying that he still has bits of humanity left in him. And that's how the movie ends? Huh. Okay. Okay, in conclusion, Tusk is not by far a pretty not bad film. I mean, it's quite good. I mean, it's comedic in the first half and scary in the other half. A perfect blend of horror and comedy, some would say, but not on the same level as the Toxic Avenger. No, no, no. Although, with all due respect to Mr. Kevin Smith, this movie is actually by far an okay film. I mean, I argue the first film distributed by A24 long before The Witch, and of course, some Ari Aster films like Hereditary, Midsommar, and yeah, it was a powerhouse back then. It was becoming more of a powerhouse. But still, Tusk was actually the first installment of Kevin Smith's planned trilogy called True North. After that, we got two more. We got Yoga Hosers in 2016, and recently, starting this year, we're getting an old chapter called Moose Jaws, which is basically Jaws but with a moose. Anyways, I would say that this is actually a pretty okay film ahead of its time. Released during one of the most infamous eras. Well, okay, not infamous, but still, Tusk was pretty much a capsule ahead of its time. I mean, it actually has a very good opening to it. I mean, the picks of what could happen if arrogancy led to this. So, yeah. Overall, I would actually prefer this movie over Human Centipede. Sorry, not sorry. And I would give Tusk a 3.5 out of 5. Very decent, in my opinion. I mean, it's got some redeeming qualities, so yeah. So, yeah. Tusk gets a 3.5 out of 5. Not bad. Props to Kevin Smith for making a great horror movie in 2014. Despite not raising the same money as the budget had at the time, but still very good and decent, I would say. And thus concludes my review on Tusk. If you want me to do another review video, I'll be happy to do so. Until then, guys, I'll see you all in the next movie review. Stay poppin'. Peace. Bye.